position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. He couldn't get it to the corner. Opening things up with a big play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Washington wants to go quickly.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Using his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Burnley. Under fire. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Simon. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play in the 1st.
And some room to work. Got enough for the 1st down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Washington right back to the line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here comes the heat. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Huskies will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got his man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Burnley. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the outside. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field. Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Burnley. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Might be calling a hot route. The pitch to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers and freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Offense, quick tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Dropping back, it's Burnley. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little time. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back.
How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Here comes the Texas offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense picks it up. He almost out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Washington wants to go quickly.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Husky. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Texas, 31, Washington, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Texas.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now.
He's got it on the outside. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Power football with the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Dropping back, it's Burnley. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Longhorns will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. To the air. It's Burnley. Forced out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now from the 2-yard line after the incompletion, it's 3rd and goal. Powers full. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Washington right back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Harris. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Washington! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2. He wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
That keeps the score. Texas 38, Washington 20.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think.
Open field on the right. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Longhorns. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the left.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab, it's Harris. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. On the run, still looking. Right down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Going for it all. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he tacked on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. Breaks into the open. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Burnley. With the catch, it's Simon.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.